Hey guys, it is Dana Sacco here with I2I Hype, your automation and systems specialist, and I am excited to be here because today and in this little all these mini sessions that I'm going to be doing over the next month, I'll be discussing HoneyBook. So if you guys have any questions as I go along, please go ahead and show them to me. Go ahead and ask me the questions. If I don't get back to you while I'm live, I will be sure to type the answer, and if needed, I'll do a mini video of it, something like that, because I don't see all the comments. So let me go into it. Today we are discussing the email features within HoneyBook. Now, this is one of the things I just thought was like super cool, and I like super cool things, and I kind of, because not everything actually, not all services offer this, not all of the CRM systems out there show you this sort of information, and I found it's kind of important, especially for us who are working, and we're like, okay, well, did they see the email? And we all know that people say, oh, I didn't get it. And HoneyBook gives us a way to say, okay, well, we'll be polite about it usually the first time that they say that they didn't get it, but then you send it again and we're like, yeah, dude, you did get it and you read it on this day and this person read it. So this is big, especially when you are just a small solopreneur, maybe with a small team or something like that, because we get exhausted trying to chase emails or try to chase payments where, they're like, oh, I don't want to be on auto pay. So we're like, okay, we're gonna bend that rule just a little bit for you, and we'll let you go ahead and we'll send you an invoice, and then you can click pay for the invoice. And then they're like, oh, I never received the invoice. HoneyBook will show you differently. So let me get off of this. Let me go ahead and jump on here. Here we go. This is just a fake, my working Dana play with it HoneyBook account. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you guys. There we go. And this is the home screen of it. All right. So with a couple of things up in the upper right hand corner, you're going to see up here your company settings and my account. You're going to go through here and you can see all the different things. Under the preference, let's see, where is it? Integrations. So under integrations, most of the people that I work with, we are working with a Google Workspace Gmail account that has our domain name in it. And I have not, I'll be completely honest with you, none of the clients I have worked with have an AOL email, Outlook, Yahoo, or the cloud email system. I haven't worked with anyone with that, so I'm going to stick to the whole Gmail thing, okay? Gmail with your domain name, such as mine is dana@i2ihype.com, yet it is hosted in Google Workspace, all right? Now, once you connect it, and I'm not going to connect it here because it is connected to my actual main one. Once you connect it, the next thing you're going to want to do is actually get the Chrome extension. Now, it's right down here towards the bottom. And then you can go ahead and you can see, you can get the extension for it. It works beautifully. And it's not like some annoying thing in there. It's not sitting there and annoying you constantly like some of the other ones that I've seen. I've worked with some other ones where they wanted to pop up all the time and tell me that I was missing stuff. And no, I really wasn't. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and connect to your email account. Then get the Google extension, which is just right on the same page, and link it. All right. So now, yay, we have a client. Yay, we're excited. So we're going underneath projects because, that's where the conversations and everything are. So here is my amazing client. Yay, client, we've talked, whatever. So now I have, they were added to the workspace. I can send an email straight from here. I can start a new message. I can use one of my templates that I have going on. I can start a new message. One of my other favorite things in here is I can schedule it so that, sometimes in certain systems, you can only schedule during certain times or certain days. Guys, I can pick a custom date and time. I know that seems kind of weird, but guys, if you have, say you want to send reminders to people on certain days of the month, you can go ahead and schedule them ahead of time, all right? See, you can control all your email. I don't have to go to my Gmail account to be doing any of my email. Why? Because I know that it's right here, and I can do a template. I can add my signature. I can add the client name to make it personal. I can go ahead and attach anything that I want to it. I can add a session link. I have Calendly link in here. So there's my calendar thing going on. If I have vendor recommendations, I haven't used it, but you can do it. So I can schedule this one to send, pick a custom date. Well, I can't do yesterday. That would be going back in time. So I scheduled it to go tomorrow. Okay. Now you can see right here, of course, it shows that it's unread. It's going to show that it's unread because it hasn't even been sent yet. So now let's take a look at this one. Here's a list of the packages. This is just, of course, a generic email that I had sent for the test system. And look, it shows me that they read it. But on top of that, it shows me who viewed it. Email was viewed by the client one time, and it was viewed on June 8th. So you can see how long I've been working inside of the practice one. So you can see when they do it, right? You can see how they do it. Any responses to emails will automatically show up in here. They'll automatically show up. If you have files, okay, the same thing can be in here. It will show you that they viewed it. It will show you that they, that they signed it. It will show you that they did the paperwork. It will show that it's there. Let me see if I've got one. Let me go ahead and share this to myself. Send. There we go. Very, very generic. Very, very, gosh, that one was old. Again, here it is here. Amazing client brochure. And let me go over here and go to that email. And then it will go ahead and show that I have viewed that in just a few minutes. So it's a really, really simple system for checking to see whether or not, hey, have they actually done it? I'm going to select this one and hit submit. And now it will show me in just a little bit that not only did I do something, it showed that I submitted something. So on your end, you will know that it was submitted. So it's a way to track everything, that you know what's going on. The view selection, the selection will be at the bottom of the page, and it's all set up. Now, you're like, okay, well, that's really, really great, but how do I know where these people are coming from with tracking my leads and everything? We are going to be discussing that a little bit further, but to start with, we're going to go with templates here and contact forms. Guys, you can create multiple contact forms within HoneyBook so that you know exactly where they came from. If you can even have different questions going on so that when they go into your, like this is the default one here, I can add a question here. Lead source, I think, is already in there. Project type, you know, you can assign a project type to each different lead capture if you don't want it to be, you know, if you don't want them to select something, so that would automate everything. So you kind of get an idea of where everything is. But on this particular training, it's just all about those emails. So you can see, all right, thank you very much. Again, it showed that I looked at it on February 17th. You can't, this does not happen in every single CRM system out there. But as a small business owner, this is incredibly important for us to be able to take a look at it and say, yes, you did. You know, the first time I give them the benefit of the doubt that they probably forgot about it. The second time that I see it happen, yeah, I'll even call them out on it. It doesn't happen very often. I think in the last 3 years, it's happened once where someone said that they didn't see the invoice. And I was able to say, yes, you did. You just looked at it right before our phone call. So it kind of takes that away from the client in the fact that you can see how many times that they've looked at it, where they've looked, you know, who looked at it, because if it was looked at by, if you have multiple people on there, you can see, because you can add more people into here. You can keep adding people. So you can see who opened it. So say you have 2 business partners on here, and I've had that happen where one business partner opened it. I said, well, you know what? John opened it. John opened it on Friday. And so if you guys could like talk to make sure that everyone's on the same page, that would be awesome. So those type of things make this an incredibly easy and incredibly user-friendly and incredibly simple yet powerful CRM system, especially with businesses that are starting out. I still use it. It is still my main. You go through any of my pages right now, there's very few that use anything else. But this actually, if you're booking a call with me of any sort, you're going through my HoneyBook system, so I can see what you're looking for, and I can automate what goes out to you right away based on what you've selected. So it's really, really powerful in that it's so that you don't miss things. You know, when I get an email, when I get a notice, it shows up on my phone. I'll get like a little notice, like all of these little notifications here actually pop up as notifications on my phone as well. So it's not, you know, and I can still do the same things on my phone. I don't need to be tied. You all know that I'm big on this. I do not need to be tied to my computer in order to make this work. I can be sitting on the beach, sending emails, tracking emails, requesting payments, all from my phone. And for anyone, if you have, and again, you'll know that I talk to a lot of women business owners, and we have families, and we are at home. And some of us have smaller kids, and we have kids at home. We homeschool. Our kids are home for whatever reason over the last few years. I mean, it's just been a balancing act, right? So the kids want to go somewhere. We want to go somewhere. We want to actually have a life. That's the end goal. None of us signed up to start a business so that we would have to say, hold on, constantly. We didn't want that. We don't want that. We want to be successful, but still we want to keep our sanity. So what HoneyBook is allowing us to do is be able to say, let's go. We've got this. You know, I can go wherever. I've been at the local aquarium answering emails through HoneyBook and sending brochures and invoicing through HoneyBook while my kids are sitting there looking at sharks. I've been sitting on the beach, being able to respond to emails through the HoneyBook system from my phone. Not all CRMs give you that flexibility. Not all of them do. If I send it through my Gmail by using that Chrome extension, it will pick it up and it puts it in the HoneyBook system. So even if I'm having a conversation otherwise, and I just happen to be in my email versus being on my HoneyBook, it's still tracked in here, which makes life a lot easier, right? And again, we want, like, guys, I was looking at one of the more expensive ones. I think it was like $500 a month for this CRM system. I'm like, okay, you know, what are some of, can I see that people have actually received the invoice and actually opened it? And I know QuickBooks does that, so I can't see why anyone else doesn't do that. You know, these type of things should be pretty commonplace, and they don't. And they want $500 a month for a CRM system. Guys, small businesses, $500 a month is a lot. It's a big investment. And to have this ability to say, you know, I see that Dana saw that twice, and the last time she opened it was on the 17th of February. Or, for example, not that one, because as we see, that one is unread because it is scheduled to go out tomorrow. But this one, you know, Dana saw this one twice. Well, this is the same type of thing. It's got the same title. It's got the same title. So, but you guys get an idea. All right. So this is the power of HoneyBook. This is the power that it's going to bring you with doing all of these wonderful automations and systems and being able to say, okay, let's go. You know, the autoresponders, without having to actually do the work, it's a perfect way to actually do it. All right, so I hope that this helped you out. If you guys have any questions, again, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I can't see all the comments here on this page, but I'll definitely get to them, and I'll either record it or not. I am doing an entire mini series, I guess you would call it, on HoneyBook and some of the different features. Next week, we'll be discussing onboarding, and I would love to see you all back here. Thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful day.